That's one class. It's always true.
I don't think I've had to ask that in a round.
What, you haven't?
Come on, not lately anyway. Okay, and let's give Sarah a round of applause.
Freshman year of high school, I decided to join yearbook. My assignment was to capture people in their natural habitat. I noticed that this girl in my psychology of physics class would ask to be excused at the same time every day. And she would be gone for like 20 minutes. So this one time, she asked to be excused and I decided to follow her. I pulled out my camera and pursued her to the bathroom. Once she was settled in her stall, I busted down the stall door and blinded her with the flash of my camera. I was suspended for trying to do my duty while she did her duty. In the end, I got kicked off of yearbook for invading others' privacy. But I still firmly believe that photography is the lens through which we view society. First, we will pose as we look at the types of photography. Next, we will smile as I teach you how to take better pictures. And finally, we will say cheese when I show you what to do with the pictures that we took. First, we will pose as we look at the types of photography. There are 3 main types of photography. The first is landscape. With landscape, you just go outside and take pictures of mountains, lakes, the sky, vineyards with their shriveled grapes, nude beaches with their shriveled grapes. Finding a landscape to take a picture of can be very difficult, and many people have lost their lives to it. Over the summer, I decided to hike up the Scottsbluff National Monument to prove my family members wrong and that I can get out of bed and do something productive with my life. I reached the top, took a picture, and was attacked by a family of rabid prairie dogs. You can still see the scars. And the medical bills. Bye-bye, college. Next are animals. When different hunting seasons come around, this type of photography becomes the #1 choice for profile pictures on dating apps for men. Wow, Todd, that dead fish looks better than last year, but it's still not as big as you told me. My personal favorite for swiping right is when they have a pile of geese laying in the bed of their Ford F-150. Well, if you can bag 15 geese, you must have an impressive pistol. Now, some people like to take pictures of live wildlife, such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot. Those people are true explorers. They travel hundreds of miles, search for days, only to find out that Nessie is camera shy. The last main type of photography is people. My favorite. Professional photographers make a business off of people hating their smile and their double chin. I like to take pictures of people, just not professionally. I hide in bushes and behind trees just to get my crush's good side. He has since blocked me on all social media and got a restraining order, but that will never stop our love. Next, we will smile as I teach you how to take better pictures. The most important thing about getting good pictures is angles. After all, you don't want to look like Aunt Kathy when she opens up her camera app. So I hope you are paying attention. If you take pictures too low, you'll end up with 1,000,000 double chins. Ooh, Aunt Kathy, I see one more chin than you had last Thanksgiving. If you take pictures too high, you'll see that bald spot that you've been trying to hide for a decade. You should really cover that up. Lighting is also important. You'll want your complexion to glow like a vampire's skin in the sun. Ah, that looks good. Ooh. Actually, maybe less lighting is important. Next, you will want props. Props are easy to come by. For my 16th birthday, I bought myself a tiara to look like the pretty princess that I am. And I found this feather boa in the dumpster. Do you mind putting these on for me? What you really want for photos is an 80s glamour photo shoot. Tease that hair like there is no tomorrow. Pull off that blue eyeshadow and overblushed cheeks. Wear those leg warmers without restraint. And finally, we will want to pick out the perfect backdrop. Picking a background can change the emotion of a picture. This is my personal favorite. I think what would look really good with you is a backdrop in a classroom with a bunch of strangers. So say cheese. Finally, we will say cheese when I show you what to do with the pictures that we took. Back in the olden days when you couldn't just send your photos into Walgreens online and pick them up in an hour, you had to develop film. Kind of like a do-it-yourself tutorial, except it could end up looking decent or go horribly wrong. Kind of like cutting your own bangs or deciding to have children. To develop film, you will want to be in a pitch black environment. Absolutely no light. You will want 3 chemicals: a developer, a stop bath, and the fixer. Now, keep in mind that these chemicals are highly toxic and dangerous to drink. So I'm going to try an experiment to see if Wikipedia is in fact accurate. I think that Wikipedia is in fact accurate. Once your photos are developed and completely dry, you will want something to do with the pictures that you took. Some of my favorite things include creating shrines of important people. Today, I brought the shrine of my speech coaches. I usually pray for their forgiveness after forgetting my 3rd practice in 1 week. Please forgive me, Mr. T. Another idea is to sell your pictures online. It can be a very profitable business. I enjoy selling pictures of my feet. Having a shoe size of 6.5 came in really handy when I got fired from McDonald's. Finding creeps online was easier than ever. I brought a few pictures today to see if I could make a sale. Do I hear $5? What about 4? 3? Never mind. Back to Craigslist. And lastly, I use photos to get people to do what I want. Now, some might say this is blackmail, but I say this is the judge who's going to give me 1st and 50. And with a picture this bad, you don't want it getting out. Today, we posed as we looked at the types of photography. Next, we smiled as I taught you how to take better pictures. And finally, we said cheese when I showed you what to do with the pictures that we took. Photography is the lens through which we stalk, view society. So the next time you need help getting a picture of your crush's good side, your memory will flash to the lessons that you've learned today. That fixer's fixin' to make a mess. I gotta go.